Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. And I got a very interesting one this time. A lot of cool stuff to show you. And it's going to be awesome. Today, we are going to be doing a few things. One of the things we'll be hanging out outside of the Rocinante in VR. Now, you might notice this is an older model. This is the Season 3 model. In the future, I will probably do another live stream where we'll go into a more up-to-date model, but I figure, why don't we do a little throwback? In this live stream, we'll also be talking about Dune, which I absolutely loved. We'll be looking at some of the Expanse cosplay that was entered this year for 2021. And lastly, we will also be doing some other things I have planned as well. So stick around. It's going to be an awesome live stream. I see some familiar people in the chat. We have Sir Gussie. Hello. Good to see you again. We have Ed. Hey, Ed. What is up? I hope everyone is doing good because I'm doing great. And I'm also about to go into VR. So why don't we get into it? Yeah, and again, if you guys have any questions you want to chat or anything like that, just put it in the chat and, we're just going to hang out and have a good time. Oh, Robin Reels, hey. That's funny. All right. So basically, I'm using Unity. It's a gaming engine. And I have my VR headset. Oh, just dropping stuff. It's all good. I have my VR headset here. And as soon as I press play, we are live and good to go. So why don't we do it? Boom. Now, one thing I have to do is turn on my controllers. So yeah, I'm currently on the Rocinante. Now, I was going to say that I'm going to have difficulty reading your chats while I'm in VR. So if the screen ever gets blurry, is because I'm actually reading the chat while I'm in VR. So like right now, I can see the chat. So yeah. Now, I'm standing on top of the airlock shield. So if you can look down below, I also have some key commands that help me sort of navigate while I'm in VR. Since I'm sitting, it's kind of hard to look around. So I have these key commands that will like spin me around. So if I go, so here I'm at the tip of the Roci, and if I want to turn around, I can just keep pressing these keys and I'll spin around. So, and that's because I'm stationary and I want to face the camera and the microphone. So these are things that I've implemented or programmed. And right here is the airlock shield. So basically, if we were to take the shield off, for example, we would be exposed to the airlock. And I'm a little low to the ground right now because I am sitting, but everything in this is to scale. As we can see over here, this is the torpedo bay. And that's, where the torpedoes come out, obviously. Just give me 1 second. Thank you, Robin. I do have a mustache. I was Bob Belcher for Halloween. Has anyone seen Bob's Burgers? That's who I was, Bob Belcher for Halloween. So yeah, so here's the torpedo bay. And if you can look, this is the actual VFX model, at least the actual VFX model from Season 3. You can see all the detail. There's like little cables and like little things for the latches that will open up, the torpedo bay door. And then if I go up here, I'm now currently standing on top of the torpedo bay. So we have some handlebars here. And so one of the things I had to do too is I had to retexture the model. So basically, when I get the model from VFX, their textures don't really work because they use a different software. So when I bring it into Unity, I need to retexture it. So these are my sort of interpretation of the texturing. Normally, the model will have actual 3D geometry for every tile, and it looks really good. But if I were to put that in Unity, my gaming engine, my computer would blow up because it's just way too detailed. So for this model, I basically just removed all the 3D tiles and just put a texture on top, and I think it looks pretty good. Over the years, I had to like paint things on and add details on the texture, but yeah. So now I'm like heading towards the back of the ship. I'll just spin myself around. Oh my gosh, where are my key commands? So basically, hold on. There we go. Boom. Boom. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so this is the back of their torpedo bay. Over there would be the front. So I'm now standing almost about to the midpoint of the ship. And over here, if you can see these little round things, right there. Do you guys see that? So those are the air thrusters, and they're placed around the ship. And yeah, so you see right there, that thing is one of the air thrusters, and the whole idea would be they help to move the ship around and orientate it while you're in space. So the air thrusters will fire off to help the direction of the ship and whatnot. If I go down over here, you can see there's another air thruster as well. This one looks kind of funny. Like I don't know why those are sticking out, but oh, and if you can see here, we have the Roci lady decal right over there. So why don't we go to it? Isn't that cool? So this is of course my editing. So I basically get some of the textures from VFX and I have to sort of rework them for the ship. So this has a little bit of normal map, so that little detail that you see, or they sometimes call it a bump map. So, and then there's the color that's on top. So it's basically the texture has a bunch of layers to it. It's a little bit of graffiti here in the corner, something that is actually on the ship as well. And I was going back, and now we're going front. It's all good. You can also see I got some planets accompanying me. We have Io over here, and we have Jupiter. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions or you want to see something cool, just put it in the chat. Yes, brightest day. This is pretty awesome, both for me and you guys. Oh, okay, so here in the front we have another air thruster, and then at the front over here we have the antenna arrays. So why don't I just go boom down to it? So yeah, look at all that detail there. Oh, it has the antenna arrays. So I'm sort of glitched inside of the model now, but I can go out a little bit. Where did I go? Whoa, way down now. So I think I put an invisible box. Yeah, so I have an invisible box. That's why the controller goes green. That's underneath the model, just so you can get a down view. And for some reason, it's not letting me teleport up. So I'll go into my God mode view. Just give me 1 second. So basically, a lot of the times when you're in VR, you can get kind of like disorientated or go to the wrong place. So here is this I call it God view. It's basically the scene edit mode, so I can manipulate stuff and move things around. So over here is the player, or the person who's in VR, and you can basically grab and just move up like this, and I can go back onto the antenna array or anywhere else that I'd like to go as well. So basically what I can do is just go back up here. I also have some key commands that I can use as well. I'm just not sure if they're active at this moment. I'd have to check. Maybe they are. So yeah, and then if I put the headset back on, because I've now moved the camera or the player. I'm now at the front of the Roci again, just underneath the antenna array. So yeah, let me just spin myself around. Okay, that's a good view. So yeah, if you guys can imagine, if you were in, if you were on the Roci right now, and you were looking at it, and you were standing on top of the antenna array, this is what it would look like. It's all to scale, and can't get much more accurate than this because it's the VFX model. So yeah, oh, I teleport down again. Well, might be a good time to test my levitation abilities. Let's see if it works. When I say my levitation abilities, I mean sometimes I program things in here to make me go up and down, left and right. Oh yeah, I can do it. There we go. So when I press plus, I can move up, and when I press minus, I can move down. So, oh, this is gonna be handy. So yeah, basically now I'm looking again at the antenna array, but you can check out all the detail. It's really, really detailed. Oh yeah, and I can move it around up, down, left, right as well. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really handy. So it's kind of awkward live streaming and being able to navigate the ship with the headset without being able to like physically walk around. So I think it might be best if I just use the key commands to move things. Could all the PCB bays be opened? Go sit on the drive cone. I'm definitely, okay, I'm going to go on the drive cone soon. All the PCB bays be open. We can open them and see what's up. But first, why don't we go to the drive cone, and then we can go move on from there. So I'm going to basically move the ship up, and then I'm going to now, oh, this is so much better. So now I don't have to like awkwardly use the controller to teleport around. I can just navigate the ship like this. It is a bit slow, but I can speed it up, but it's fine for now. All right, so we'll go to the drive cone, and then we'll check if the PCB bays, the doors open. And that's one of them, actually. You can use this. This is one of them here. So yeah, we can open them up. See, I did optimize this model, so I'm not sure what's going to be inside them. But yeah, let's go hang out on the drive cone. Boom. Now we're on the drive cone. So if I can spin myself around, looking the other way now. So yeah, this is the back of the ship. And I might actually have, I might have thrusters going. Oh yeah, I do. It doesn't look aligned properly, but yeah, I put a little thruster particle effect on there. That's kind of ticking me off though. I need to move that around. Hold on. Sorry, my OCD is not gonna allow that to not be aligned. Let's see. That looks better. That should be good. All right. It's funny. I totally forgot about that. Alrighty. So, yeah, I have. It looks better. So the thruster's going. There's the drive cone. I can literally just like, in real life, if I just teleport there and just. I just get disintegrated into little pieces. So yeah, what I did here is I actually put a spherical material and a glow on it to make it look like it was a thruster sort of moving. That's kind of a cool effect. So yeah, if I go back into my edit mode, you'll be able to see that how it's done. So this is the particle effect here, and then where is this glowy effect here? It's just a sphere, but I can turn it off and on. I just felt like it gave it, and also there's a light that kind of makes it look like extremely bright. But with that sphere off, we can get a pretty decent look at the drive cone itself. I know I still have the particles on, but it's all good. So yeah, this is a drive cone. You know what? So something to consider is that when you look at this, it doesn't look amazing. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but you're never meant to see the ship this close. The fact that this ship has like this much detail is already just amazing, but you'll never see it this close. It always will be from really, like, you wouldn't even see it this close. Like, look at screenshots from the show. You will always see it from really far back, and yeah, but oh, this is gonna be so cool. Just going into the thruster, into the drive cone. That's a really cool view. You know what we could even do too? Go right through the ship. Do you guys think I should do that, or do you want me to open the PCB doors? We can either fly right through the ship or open the PCB doors. It's a pretty cool looking ship. Why don't we go through the ship first, and then we'll like, when I say go through the ship, like, we'll fly right through it, and then after that we can open up the PCB doors, bay doors, and see what's behind them. Might be nothing. I can't remember. This is going back. You gotta remember, this is season 3. So yeah, right now I'm gonna be flying through the ship. So we're into the drive cone. Now this is gonna be total clipping territory. So yeah. Oh yeah. So there are PCBs. Yeah, we'll open them up. So now I'm inside the ship, inside the VFX model of the ship, and we're gonna keep going. So this is like total like glitchy territory. You know, you're never supposed to do this. Yeah, and that's the little fritzing there is actually, so these are the PCBs. So there's gonna be one on this side and one on that side. But basically, what was I gonna say? That little fritzing there just means there's two textures on top of each other and they're going haywire. But again, you're never supposed to see this. Then inside the Roci, you know what there is? There's a cube. Oh my gosh, this is like what controls everything. No, actually, so I put this here. This cube, I think, is basically the sort of the center point for the control. So you know how the ship's moving like this? That cube is sort of telling the program, or it's more of like an indicator for me, that's being like, hey man, moving left and right. You'll actually find in games sometime, like video games, that there'll be like a random cube somewhere, and yeah, this is an example of one of them. So we'll keep going straight and clipping. Here's some more PCBs and clipping. Now this is going crazy clipping, and now we're outside to the antenna arrays. But yeah, we pretty much went through the ship, the VFX model of the ship. Thought that was pretty cool. Now, why don't we open one of the PCB doors? I wonder which one we should do. Probably this one on the side would be cool. All right. So I do this one, or no, I think I want to do this one over here. So I think this is the one we're going to be opening. This one right here. Oh yeah, and over there is the cargo bay doors. So yeah, we have the airlock doors up here, and the cargo bay doors over here. So yeah, one of the things you have Borg cube. That's hilarious. After I open these doors, maybe I'll talk a bit about how we use this model on the show, or like how I use it. Of course, the VFX people use this for their VFX rendering. But I'll go back into my edit mode, scene view, I guess you can call it. All right. So in my scene view, I'll have to now figure out where I am. I'm over here. Okay. So now let's grab the doors. So the way that the model is set up is there's like layers on top of layers on top of layers. So I'm not exactly sure how this works, because again, I'm not a VFX person, but I think the door must, does it swivel up like this? Like, I'm not exactly sure how this works. I think it moves back maybe like this, and then maybe it goes up like that. So let's, yeah, like the VFX vendor has this all rigged up. I don't. I have the layers, but I don't know how the animation works. So if I go here and just open it up, see, I'm already getting like, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I just moved that out of the way. But now I can actually grab the railgun, not the railgun, the PCB. Let's see, yeah. So again, stick it out like this. It's pretty cool. It's not textured or anything because we've never really had to use this in VR, or this like exact viewpoint, I guess you can say. But I can even, it says retraction. Okay, so this is that. So I have a bunch of layers, and oh, okay, so there's like another slide rail here. But we'll just keep that there. I'm just like looking at all the layers and seeing what they do. So this is arm rotation. Oh, that's rotation of the arm. So I think it's a bit too aim rotation. I think it's better. Again, guy, I don't rig the model, so I'm not sure exactly how this works. But so what's this? It's top rotation. I have so many different layers. I don't even think that's it because it's too much. Base pivot control. It's like, you should see, it's like layers on top of layers. It's just, I'm basically just doing trial and error right now. But even like, I don't know what the center point is exactly. So it's actually kind of hard to control this like properly, like you would on the show. See, that seems too much to me. It's for Cole, it's FBX. But I think I had to oh, hey Cole. Is this the Cole that I'm thinking of? We work together. So yeah, this is a FBX, but I had to convert it. Originally it was a Maya file. So yeah, I like working in FBX. Let's see. So just, yeah, it is. Oh, hey Cole, how's it doing? Cole worked in the editorial department, and yeah, it was fun working with you, man. Nice seeing you here in the chat. Okay, so this looks like a bit better control. Inner top. Post PA, yeah. So Cole was the PA for post production on season 4. Nice to have you on the chat, man. I love it when crew comes to the chat. It's always nice to have you guys. Kim dropped by one time. That was cool. Oh, I think I got it. All right. So this layer is called Top Rotate Control SD. So this looks proper. Thanks, man. Yeah, I've been working really hard on my videos. I've been trying to step things up a little bit and posting frequently. Thank you so much. And I have more stuff in the works, and I have other ideas for videos too that are not necessarily Expanse related, but are still, I think people will find them interesting, whether you love the show or have never heard of the show. So yeah, I like this this top control. It's pretty cool. So yeah, if you wanted to, basically if I were to rig this, I would probably put some code on it that each turret or each PDC would track something. So that's the way I would do it. But why don't we look at this in VR? The headset out. So let me just grab the headset. Now I'm in VR. All right, so this is basically what the PCB would look like to scale. Let me just rotate myself around. So if I was actually on the Roci looking at this in real life, that's how big it would be. Hold on. Should I stare down the barrel? Let's see. Let's go down. Oh, it actually is kind of. Oh man, it's kind of intimidating. Actually, it's huge. Let's see. All right, there we go. Just trying to find the right look. So you would not want to be looking down these barrels when it's time for action on the Roci. That was cool though. I think in some models I actually removed the PDCs because they were just too they're too heavy. Like anytime you can optimize something, and if you weren't going to see them, I removed them. But I'm glad they're here. I mean, they're obviously not textured, but they're here. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Now, let me go back into my scene mode. So I'm pretty sure all the PCBs are like that. So if I were to open up this door, we would have another, you know, another gun in here. So yeah, so there'd be one there. There'd be one there. Point defense cannon, PDC. PDC. I am so bad with like abbreviations and stuff. But yeah, so there'd be another one here. There'd be another one here. So yeah, do you remember before when I said there was a shield on top of the airlock, covering the airlock? So if I were to remove that shield, you would expose the airlock doors. Again, they're not textured because normally we would just be walking around the outside of the ship and not like opening these doors. So yeah, the shield goes on top of here. It's actually kind of cool. I can like sync the shield, and how this shield. One of the things that I don't know if you guys realized, but I did a video with Space Doc recently, and I think at some point it was a pretty long conversation, like it was an hour and something, and they posted the whole thing. I didn't know that we were going to go that long. We did talk about these doors, the shield doors, and we weren't really sure how they move, but I think they slide down. That's what I would say. That's because if you go here, it sticks out of the ship, so I think it slides down this way. So I have Cole saying in the chat, what are your thoughts on Web3, the NFT space, and the future of the metaverse? I'm not exactly sure what Web3 is, but I can talk about NFTs a little bit. I think they're interesting. They do seem to be a little bit gimmicky. However, I do see their integration in video games and other mediums pushing the envelope a little bit and becoming more relevant, and I guess tangible, because if you, let's say, purchase an NFT and then be able to translate that to something that happens in a video game that's online, I think there's a lot of value in that. I did also hear that Quentin Tarantino is releasing like 7 or 8 uncut scenes from Pulp Fiction as NFTs. That's pretty interesting. So I think the future for NFTs are bright. It's too early to say in what direction they're going to go in. Will they stay as like an extra content for media? Will they just stay as standalone pieces of art? I do think there needs to be something tangible with them. Tangible, like it could be digital assets, like even like an album or something. But yeah, those are my general thoughts on NFTs. Sir Gussie said, I sent you a link to the GIF of how the PDS is open. Check it out, please. It's really cool. Send it on the stream link. Okay, cool. We're going to go to Twitter. I mean, yeah, it's probably a good transition now. I can go check that link out on Twitter, and then we will be doing other stuff afterwards, talking about Dune. All right, and then we'll go back into the Roci, and we'll do fun stuff like that. Alrighty. So, oh, very cool. Where did you get this animation from? I'm really curious. Okay, so let me just switch the stream from boom to That is really cool. Really, really, really cool. So yeah, this is a thanks to Sergasi. Oh my gosh, I'm just flipping around here. Okay, he sent a GIF of how the doors open. Wow, that is really cool. Is this official at all? Like, where did this GIF come from? It's really cool. Wow. Yeah, so there's a few things going on here. You can see that the PCBs are sticking out and rotating, but they're also, the doors are opening in different axes. So they're going like this, but they're also going down as well. I've never seen this GIF before. This is really cool. I found it. Nice. Yeah, I'm wondering what the source of this from. I need to, like, wow. This is really cool. Really, really cool. Okay, so I think we're now going to transition and talk about Dune. Who's seen Dune? So I'm actually getting a copyright audio and video on my stream, so I gotta like either pause it or stop this because I think they might shut my stream off. Okay, so I guess no more Dune trailer then. No more Dune trailer. It's a good thing they sent me this message. So yeah, it says your stream may be temporarily blocked. We've detected copyrighted audio and there's no audio, just video in your stream. Okay. Ooh, that's good to know. Now I know not to do that already. Maybe there's like a freeze frame I could stop at. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. You know what? I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to leave it as that. Wow. Should I go standard instead of IMAX? IMAX is really cool, but I don't know what is louder. First movie I've seen in English on the big screen. It's great. It's a really, really great film. I thought the acting was good. If anyone saw the original Dune from 1984, it's almost like a love letter to it, but it done in a modernized and better version, I think. Some people don't like the 1984 one. I did, but probably for the wrong reasons. I liked it just because it was so weird and it was just so different than other stuff I've seen, and it is a bit dated, but you know, for the time, it was actually pretty cool for the time, I think. What else can I say about Dune? Spoiler free, is the way that the movie like it is long though. It doesn't really feel like it drags on, but it definitely is a longer film. And one thing too is I thought the costumes were really awesome as well. And I'm a huge Hans Zimmer fan, so the score was just really good. Again, if you have, most people have probably seen it already, but if you have a sensitivity to audio, I would maybe bring some earplugs. That might be a wise decision. And yeah, so I did see it in IMAX. Cole, I would suggest if you have the opportunity to see it in IMAX, I would probably go that route. Just be aware that it's loud. It's definitely a loud film. What did you guys think of Dune? Yeah, I also heard that they're probably making more, which got me really excited as well. So that alone is just gonna open up a whole like world of like films. Maybe one more film, maybe two. Maybe they'll go into a television series one day. Who knows? But when I went to go see it on the weekend, I think it was 3 weeks after release, I believe. And so 3 weeks after release, and there were still a lot of people in the theater. It was wild. Wild. Oh, Sergey, so you're planning to see Dune this weekend? Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many people were it wasn't like fully sold out, but it was hard to find like seats, and some like all the good seats were taking. And it's just weird to think about how many times people are going to go see it again, because I've heard from a majority of people that they've seen it twice. They loved it so much they had to go see it a second time. And I do agree with seeing it a second time, because it's a lot to take in. Like after the film, you're kind of just like, oh wow, there was a lot of information, a lot of different elements to take in. So yeah. Yeah, Cole, definitely watch the whole thing. It's okay about walking out to the first one. I'm sure you were like tired or something, or had to work. Yeah, it's all good. It's also a really long film. So if you're working the next day and you go late, it's like, oh yeah, so if you were to see the film at 11 p.m., you would get out at like 1 a.m. probably, or later actually, because it's like a 3-hour film. So yeah, that's I think that's all I got to say about Dune. Like Han, nah, don't worry about it. You know, it's the film. It's the nature of the film industry. It's why IATSE is gonna strike. Our hours are insane. Like, you should be able to go see a film, and make it to work the next morning with enough rest. I think, at least. So, like, I don't know how long your turnaround is, but it's crazy. The hours that we work in film, even on the Expanse historically. I mean, I'm in the art department, so it's a bit. Our hours are more like office hours, so we'll do about 10 to 12 hours a day. But the people on set, they can do 14-hour days back to back to back, like easily, and up to 16 hours or more. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about how long the hours are for people on set, and it's why things need to change for that. They really do, and I think they're going to be changing slowly as, you know. Whoa, there goes my mouse. I think they're going to be changing over time, because when I first started in the industry, it was pretty hectic. Like the amount of hours that we had to put in to call it a day was just, even if there was nothing to do, you still had to like be there. I don't know. It was kind of weird atmosphere, but things are slowly changing. But yeah, let's go back into VR land. So yeah, let's run through some of the stuff that we did. We pulled out the PDCs. I wonder, see if the torpedo bay door opens at all. Oh, it does. Oh, and that's pretty cool. So I'm not sure how the torpedo bay door latch opens, but you can see no torpedoes though. Here's the torpedo bay. So what do you guys think of this? It's pretty cool, isn't it? I should really, and it's also interesting too to see the shape of the torpedo bay, like door, torpedo bay tubes, I guess you can say. It's almost like they have a circular design, and then they have like these little things as well. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, ready to animate. Of course it's ready to animate. Look at this. Animating it right now. Yeah, and there's another torpedo bay down here. I don't think that's the way the doors open. Do they flip up? That seems kind of like counterintuitive. I'll have to look at stills from the show. But I mean, whatever's easier mechanically. Like, I would think almost doing that would be easier. Could slide like that. So sliding them like this. Again, like, yeah, you guys have to remember, I don't do the VFX animation on this show, so I don't know how this would work, but I can just see the model and just kind of work with it. And like this, I think like moving it like that would be kind of risky actually. Like, what happens if the torpedo were to hit it? Like, I don't know. Unless you get it really out of the way, I guess that's okay. But I think the most logical way would be doing that, I think. Oh, it's sticking out the end. So maybe, oh no, maybe it's not like that then. Interesting. Torpedo bay doors are split in half and open from both ends. Well, not in this model apparently, because this is one solid mesh. Maybe they have a different mesh for the torpedo bay, but yeah, this is one solid mesh. I can put a mesh collider on it. Yeah, that's one solid mesh. So yeah, I'll have to take a close look at some of the footage. So yeah. And I was talking about the detail on the antenna arrays before. Look over here. Look at how detailed that is. It's so cool. Now, I can also briefly talk about how I would use something like this on the show. So every season, I would have at least one VR scene with the Rocinante in space. And one of the ways that we use it is by any time that we have a scene where the characters are standing outside the ship doing a sort of spacewalk. So I'm noticing my place is a little dark. Let me see if I can open up my window a little bit. I don't know if that helps. Yeah, maybe just a little bit. It's getting really dark and early too. Winter's coming. So yeah, if we have a scene where the actors would be on the outside of the ship, having the model in VR is really handy because we can place them in various spots. We can look at, we're shooting on the torpedo bay, so we need to build maybe a panel or two panels, or figure out because like when we do exterior shots of the ship, we don't obviously build the whole ship. We'll sometimes just build a section of it. So whether it be, over here where, Amos did the spray painting, not really spray painting, but like the digital like laser thing where he was painting the Roci lady on, we actually build like a few panels here. We've been on the outside of the regular airlock. So yeah, there's certain over here. If I were to remove this is the yo, see you later, man. Thanks for dropping by. And yeah, if you have the time to tune in again, for sure, I'll be live streaming another time. But peace out, Cole. It was nice having you, man. And we should meet up for a pint at some point. So yeah, so over here is the cargo bay. But if I were to you got to remember, this is the season 3 model. But by removing the cargo bay doors, we actually have not the cargo bay doors that go inside the ship when it comes to the set build, if that makes sense. These are just like the regular doors that go to the airlock. So that was something that happened pretty that we've noticed at some point. We're just like, oh, they don't really match. But I mean the shape of the shield though is a bit different. So I'd have to look at a more up-to-date model. I'm not sure if they how they did that. Like, did they update it? Is the shield always on? I mean, they had to change it at some point because we had the proto-molecule human hybrid go outside and breaking out. Oh, Glenn found a footage of the torpedo bay door opening. Oh, this is so cool, guys, having this interaction with you guys so you can find certain things. Oh, nice. Okay. Hold on, let me just switch my view. All right, let's check it out. Hopefully I don't get don't get copyright struck while I'm streaming. Jesus. Okay. Oh, there we go. It slides down. Nice. That was a really good find. So yeah, if we look here, it slides down. You know what? That makes the most sense. I think that makes the most sense because, oh gosh, I have to bring this back to its original orientation. Like that. Okay, there, that looks good. Yeah, I think that does make the most sense. So what I notice when I said bring back to the original orientation, I'm trying to bring this back. So the thing is, the way that I have this controlled, maybe. Okay, so the way that the VFX person has it rigged, they can easily slide this like up and down on the correct axes. The way that my layers work and everything, I can't do that. It's like I'm having trouble to do it. I mean, I probably could just. I might be able to pull something off. Hold on. If I get this, so now I'm just like imaginary. Nope, still no. So basically, what I have to do is change the axes. But yeah, that is really cool. Seeing the torpedo bay doors open up. Yeah, and I think sliding down does make sense because you do have all that area down below here. So how you can hide the door down here. If you were to slide out that way, you wouldn't be really able to hide it. The door would be sticking out of the ship. And then going this way, you might not have enough room either. I mean, we can check. So yeah, if you were to slide the door out this way, it'd be sticking out of the ship. And if you were to slide the door this way, not as much, but it would still be sticking out of the ship. We can see here. And flipping it up like this, the way that I was talking about it before, like that would be a hazard for sure. So it's understandable why they didn't do that either. Super interesting. Thank you so much for finding that. That was quick too. Really good job, man. Really good job. So yeah, if any time you guys want to send me something, just send it to me on Twitter if it's part of the conversation, if it's Expanse related, whatever. Yeah, so have someone new in the chat. It's going to be really hard to say your name. Parabolic curve. I missed most of the stream. I'll watch the VOD. Yeah, check out what was earlier on. You can't wait for the new season. Currently waiting for the audiobook to drop. Huge fan of the franchise. Please don't sell it to Disney. No, I don't. The Expanse will not get sold to Disney. I promise. The Expanse is going to stay an Amazon property or something else. It won't be sold to Disney. And if it is, that would be interesting. Because maybe we'll get a bajillion seasons. But you know, is that really the best thing for the show, being sold to Disney? I don't think so. But it's nice to have you in the chat. I noticed after I talked about this briefly, when I did the space dock video where we were talking about the concepts of the Rocinante, the early concepts of the Rocinante, I had a huge subscriber boost. So I'm sure that at least a few people in the chat are new to the channel, but I do live streams. I, post videos about the Expanse and game development sometimes, stuff like that. So it's really cool that we're talking about the Roci ship, but what about Jupiter? So is anyone curious on how I did this animation? Let's zoom into Jupiter. So Jupiter isn't to scale, obviously. it would probably explode my program. It would probably melt my computer if it was to scale. Maybe not melt, but there's certain like limitations you have in the gaming engine. And one of the cool things that I have here are there's like a shadow that's on it, but I can change that, and I can also change the speed of the animation as well. So basically, what it is, it's a video animation that's mapped around a sphere, and it's seamless, and it just plays and it loops and just keeps playing. So I did this myself. So I actually took like a pretty high quality image of Jupiter, and I sort of made each section slide from one side to another in opposite directions. It's like you would never see this if you were looking at Jupiter. It's way too fast, but it was the first time I ever did something like that, and I was pretty proud of myself. It was interesting for sure. So yeah, basically it's a video playing that's looping, and it's mapped onto a sphere, so it looks like a planet. I can rotate it around here. Let's see if I can find. I wish gas giants were animated in Space Engine. I absolutely love Space Engine. I might actually even do a video. I've been really considering doing a video just praising Space Engine. It is such a good program. Oh, I wasn't even calling it a game. It's a program. All right, so this is my lighting. I can move it around. I can change the brightness of it as well. I can make it really bright. It's too bright. Change the color. We can have a red Jupiter if we want. Oh, you imported the Tachi into Space Engine? James, can I like put the Tachi in Space Engine as well? Or can you show me how's that? Is that thing open source? Like, I know you can have like a navigation mode in Space Engine where you can use like a ship, and you can fly a ship around, but please let me know how that could be done, because I would love to do that. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Space Engine, I would for sure recommend that 100%. It is such a good program. So yeah, one thing too, so I can move the lighting around. We can have a green Jupiter if we want. This is just changing the planetary lighting, I guess you can say. But yeah, that's Jupiter, and then Io is just a still image on a sphere. Oh wow, I didn't know that I mapped them together. It's interesting. I wonder if I had Io animated at some point. Alrighty. That is so cool, having the Tachi and Space Engine. Gosh. All right, sweet. So what else can I talk about the ship? One thing that I thought was really interesting as well is people were talking about how, you know, the original design was meant to land on its belly. Like the Roci was supposed to land on its belly. So if we see here, we have these thrusters, and I can actually show you an early piece of concept art that shows it landing on its belly. But I can tell you why in this model is not very practical. So let me just boom. All right, so if we see here, you can see that it has thrusters that were meant to make the ship land on its belly on a planet, let's say, that has gravity. Now, if I were to go back into the model, just give me 1 second. I don't think this would work very good, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to set up a quick physics simulation. So I'm going to add a plane. So basically, this is going to be a flat plane, just for like argument's sake. I'm going to use this as a like this is the planet that the Roci is going to land on, and it's going to be perfectly flat. Okay. So now I'm going to go to the Roci here. So now I have control of the Roci. I'm going to just add some physics to it. So you guys aren't seeing this on screen, but basically I'm going to add some gravity to it. And then let's run it. Let's see if it works. Okay. I don't know why it's sticking out like that, but it all right, so what I did essentially was I added gravity to the Roci and just dropped it. Let me see. Why is it tilting like that? Okay. So something funny is happening, and I'm not exactly sure what. So what I'm trying to show essentially is that it would be difficult to get the Roci to land because it's not, there's no like balance point. And there's also, look, there's these handrails here. Those handrails won't be able to support the ship. It'd be completely crushed. So if we go back to the concept art, we can see that it wants to land on its belly. When we go to the actual Roci, we have these handlebars here. Those handlebars will get completely destroyed. Like, oh hey Hector. Oh, you made it to one of the streams. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. I love having new people on the streams just to check it out. So, oh my gosh, can you guys hear those sirens outside? They've been blaring this whole stream. Okay, so basically, I just think it'd be really difficult to try to get the Roci to land on its belly, even though we have. I'm just gonna put a little bit more lighting here because it's kind of hard to see. So even though we have these thrusters that can allow it to do so, like allow it with quotation marks, it's still something that would be difficult to do in this setup. You would need some like legs or something. Yeah, it was just something interesting that people were talking about, especially because when we saw it on the oh, and it just went right through. Oh my gosh. Vasic says, I love how they pulled the landing off in season 4. Yeah, it was fun having the vertical landing. That was one thing we were wondering about, like how are they gonna do that? But I think they did it in a really good way. I want to try to get this Roci to horizontally land properly, and I think there's something that is sticking out somewhere, and I just don't know exactly where. Let's see. So the plane. All right, let's try that again. Wonder why it's so high up. Anyways, I'll have to get a better collider for this, but why don't we try doing a vertical landing? Okay, whoa. Now we have the Roci just floating aimlessly. All right, see if we can pull off a vertical landing. So I'm basically doing all this on the fly, but there's no way to land the Roci horizontally. Thank you, Sir Gussie. Yeah, some people say that, you know, it was in the books. It didn't land horizontally in the books, but in this, or like this version of the ship, there's no way. There's absolutely no way it can happen. All right. This isn't going to be perfect, but let's try to emulate a horizontal landing. Nope. Oh gosh. We're just sort of ragdolling the Roci right now. Why don't we put the Roci on top of Io and see what happens? Yeah, book yes, series no. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the pivot point is so high up. So I'm gonna, and this is not to scale, just so you guys know, like the Io and the Roci and Jupiter and the Roci are not to scale. Okay. This is gonna be ridiculous. Okay, and is there, yeah, there's a sphere collider on here. All right. Oh, it's She's stuck. Hey, don't break the most awesome spaceship in the universe. I'm not breaking it. It's still held together. Oh my gosh. That's funny. So Hector has a technical question about the Roci. You said you've been rewatching the show, and when the stealth ships attack the Donager in season 1. Yeah, what about the stealth ships attack? I might not be able to answer this technical question, but I can give it a shot. So one thing too is we can see the different parts. Like, if you don't want me to break the ship, well, I'll just break it a little bit just to show you guys certain elements. The way that the ship is designed, they use multiple different whatchamacallit, like layering, I think is the best term. So you have, hold on, I'm just gonna run the scene so everything that I do can be undone. Okay, so this would be part of the drive cone, right? But then you have like all these other details as well. So it's almost like the ship is layered into different pieces. You have like the inside of the drive cone. Yeah, Hector, just ask the question you have. I'm sure with the Expanse fans in the chat, we'll be able to figure it out. All right, so yeah, it's all about layering and adding super high poly detail to stuff that maybe isn't as high poly. Like here's some of the arrays, the antenna arrays. Here we have, like, this would be really helpful for, so if anybody wants to like design their own Roci, this would be very helpful to look at, because you know what I can even do too. So there's two different type of views in Unity. You can have perspective mode and isometric. Isometric is, and if I bring down my gizmos, is very handy. So isometric mode will basically show things as it is without lens perspective or distortion. All right, Hector, let's look at your question. They say there is it's impossible for a ship that size to have a railgun. I think railguns come in various different sizes. I think that was one thing that we established, because they have the railgun platform. Some of the UN ships have railguns, like the Agatha King and the Nathan Hale, and the Donager have railguns. So I think that the technology for railguns is not necessarily limited to a size. I might actually have a document that would be really helpful, actually. Let's see if I can find it, but it's totally relevant to this conversation, like completely. It might actually take me a while to find it, but I think it would definitely answer your question for sure. Oh, I think I found it. Yep, I found it. Okay. Wonder what's the best way to show this. Okay. Yeah, so basically I found a document where I actually did this. I took the railguns from different sources and kind of aligned them together so we can actually, and they're to scale too. Wow, this document is like is like perfect. Hold on guys, I'm just exporting it now. Give me 1 second. But Hector, this is gonna answer your question 100%. Give me 1 second. Export. Okay. So yeah, so basically, there is a. I think the railgun on the Roci is a bit smaller, I would say, but by no means is it like impossible to have. So yeah, that's what I would say. All right, where is this image? Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. I have it. Let's see. Boom, I got it. Okay, so check this out. We have the railgun sizes here, and as you can see, they are, so when we're talking about meters, the UNN railgun is this is the UNN railgun platform. So this floats out into space, and that's sort of the way it just kind of protects certain areas. And then we have the Agatha King railgun, which is 68 meters, and we have the Donninger railgun, which is 61 meters. So those are pretty big sizes. Like they're bigger than the Roci, because the Roci is 46. But I don't see why you can't bring that technology down smaller. You know, I hope this document helps. But yeah, like you do bring up a good point, and I'm not exactly sure how to answer that, but maybe the railgun on the Roci isn't as powerful, so maybe is that a way to justify it? Yeah. So railguns are done the Rossi's battery resistance all the rounds strap active. Yeah, so this document is like super handy for talking about how big are railguns and stuff like that. Alrighty, let's go back into Unity. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any other questions, we'll try our best to answer them. I'm sure people in the chat are really darn good at figuring stuff out. So yeah, right now I'm in isometric mode, which is really handy to see this ship as see the ship in a perspective that isn't warped by the lens. Let's say this is the back, this is the other side. We go look at the top. Here's the top, here's the back again, bottom. So yeah, isometric mode is really good. Also, if you want to like cut out the Roci, for example, and use it for scale, maybe turn the thrusters off. Yeah, so you know you can even maybe even change the. Is there a way to change the lighting? Maybe. So what I can do even is change the skybox to something that is really, oh, that's way too bright. I basically want to just change the skybox to something that you can, forget it. No, it's red. I do know a way of changing the background to like one solid color, so then you can cut out the Roci. It's not working. It's all good. So yeah, isometric mode is very useful. So yeah, this is perspective, isometric, perspective, isometric. I've actually used isometric mode quite a lot for various different things. So yeah, here's the Roci. Is there any other things you guys want to check out on the Roci? Here are the it's called the thrusters, air thrusters. Oh my gosh, I definitely thought Unity was gonna crash for a second. I didn't know why. I'm not exactly sure how the air thrusters would move around, or maybe they're stationary. That's what I think it is. I think the air thrusters are stationary to help orientate the Roci in various different directions. But yeah, I think this might be a good time to transition to the Expanse Cosplay entries in 2021. Alrighty, so let's do that then. So one of the things, there's a Twitter account called the Expanse Cosplay Week. They will post and host Expanse cosplay related stuff, and the entries this year were, I mean, they're always good, and this year they're really good as well. So let's take a look at some of them. Alrighty. So over here we have the Best Belter. It's such an awesome cosplay for sure. Basically, the neck tattoo is awesome. I love the chest tattoo. We have the series logo right here, and yeah, this is a really good cosplay. I'm also on another tab. I'm looking at someone just sent me a message on how to add the Expanse stuff into Space Engine. Wow. I'm so happy. Oh, this is going to be awesome. That'll definitely be something I'll be looking into really soon. Wow, thank you for that. Thank you so much. All right. So yeah, this is a great belter uniform. What do you guys think? And the helmet too. Holy. Love the helmet. Love the helmet as well. All right. So now we're going to the next one. This is the Best Earther. Best Earther. She has a t-shirt that says James has mommies and daddies, because on Earth, because of overpopulation, people have multiple mothers and fathers. Best Martian. Really good. And he's in the, what's it called? The Sirocco. But one thing that I find really interesting about the cosplays, it's more than just doing the costumes. It's also like people will Photoshop themselves in different areas. They'll like, even here too, the color correction is really good. Like the person actually looks like they're on this ship, on the Bellaphone best, and that is the Best Martian. Really cool. This is a top choice Avasarala cosplay. Really good stuff with her sari. Awesome work on this cosplay. Wow. Roof Avasarala. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's the scene where she's on the roof. Very cool. Here we have top choice OPA Navy. Nice. Oh, and we have an arm too. I love robot arms. Wow, that's really cool. And I like the stickers on the helmet as well. Nice. Oh, Parabolic Curve. You should definitely do a gender flipped drummer cosplay. A lot of people do gender flipped like Holden cosplays. I don't see why you can't do a gender flipped drummer cosplay. That'd be really cool. even as a guy, I love to wear an Avasarala dress. I know, I can just imagine how smooth and silky the fabric is. I just want to like grab the material that's from her dress and just like and sleep on it. It seems so comfy. All right, moving on. We have the most accurate slash detail, and it's another Avasarala cosplay. Totally embodies Avasarala. Very awesome. Very awesome. So cool. Here we have top choice welding belter. Ah, nice. Outside of a shipping container. Damn. That is really cool. Again, we actually did use like shipping containers in the show. So if you want to take, if you want to have a nice backdrop, you know, for your Expanse cosplay and you're a belter, you know, find a shipping container and do that. All right, moving on. We have an Eros belter. Really cool. Loving the helmet. I'm really interested to see where you guys get your hands on the helmets, because originally the way we got them was that they were fighter pilot helmets from China, I believe, and Russia. China and Russia. China and or Russia. I can't really remember, but Jim from Props would have a really good idea where they came from. Best pet. Oh my gosh. It's an Avasarala cat. Everybody, we have an Avasarala cat. That is amazing. So cool and very cute. Oh my gosh. I love this. Oh, funniest. Okay, by the way, a lot of these, I've seen a majority of these, but I've also not seen a lot of these as well. This is the first time I'm viewing these, and this is a Roci lady with a dog. Oh my. That is really funny. I also like how the dog's paw is right on the Roci lady logo. Oh my gosh, that is so good. The flowing hair and everything. Also that dog's pretty comfy too. Oh my. That is so good. That is so good. Right, we have the most creative slash unique. And we have Proto Molecule Julie. And that's a really good job on the glowing effect. The quality pinup right there. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. I really love the idea of having you know, the glowing lights. Are they glow in the dark? Is there some Photoshop involved? I don't know. This is really good. It's interesting too, because the background as well. It looks like almost like a projector image. It is with some proto molecule stuff. I don't know, that's it looks like it took a lot of effort for that one. It's really good. Most accurate for sure. Looking at this image, I don't see a cosplay person. I literally see Kara. I see drummer. This is spectacular. It's such a great cosplay. The attention to detail, the look, the makeup, the hair, everything is just spot on. If you were to look at this cosplay really quickly, like just look at it, look away. Look at it, look away. What do you see? I see Kara as drummer. Yeah, that is Kara. It's literally Kara. It's such an amazing thing. It's like, hey, that's cheating. You're not allowed to put a picture of Kara up. I can't praise this enough. It's just so good. This cosplay, it's amazing. Wow. It is definitely, and one most accurate. It makes sense. Like, in the comment here, Christina says, I thought those were set shots of drummer. I was like freaking twins. Yeah, it's true. They're like twins. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular cosplay. And then I think that pretty much wraps up all the winners. But I can scroll down so we can see some of the other entries, hopefully. Here's some of the stickers on the helmet. We have a palace sticker. We have this one sticker in Mandarin. I wonder how many of these I designed. I think I designed that one. And Gemini. I might have done that. I might have done that one and that one. That's from season 1, so I didn't design. That's from season 1. I didn't design that. I didn't design this one. I don't think I designed this one either. But yeah, I designed the Aurora and the Gemini one. So I designed those 2 ones. So yeah, no cosplay love for Miller. We'll see. Basically, I went through the winners. I didn't go through all of them, but now hopefully we'll go through all of them, or at least all the ones that we can find on the Expanse Cosplay Week 2021 page. And here we have the Martian, best Martian. Great job on the MCRN image here. Very, very good stuff. Here we have a cosplay of what's her name? Oh my gosh, how am I blanking on this? She's the not the preacher, but the oh my gosh, I'm having such a brain fart here. You guys know who she's cosplaying as. Oh my gosh. Anna, there we go. Anna, thank you. Basic. Oh my gosh, you saved me. Yeah, it's Anna. So yeah, she's cosplaying as Anna, for sure. Yeah, Anna. There we go. Thank you guys. I was having such a brain fart. Oh, here's some more Kara. Oh my gosh, it's so accurate. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It also looks like she did some stuff. Yes, Hector, I do work on the show. How do you think I have the model of the Roci? Yeah, I did graphic design in season 1 and 2, and then I did VR season 3 to 6. So yeah, Hector, I worked on the show. Look at my name in the credits. Chris Danilon. Yeah, this is so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, and she has a comm unit as well. Let's see if I can find my comm unit. It's so dark in my apartment. Okay. It was kind of hard to find because it's so damn dark in my apartment, but I found my comm unit. Here we go. I'm just gonna go check my emails. Just give me a second. Dude, I am a super Expanse nerd. I just also happen to work on the show, which is a huge advantage because I've lived with the show for so long, every day for employment for. Well, I don't work on the show year round, but when it's in production, yeah. It looks so cool when it's dark out. Oh my gosh. Oh, dandelion. In high school, people used to just say dandelion. I didn't mind. When we, because I played football, so we always used our last names because there'd be like multiple Chris's on the team or something like that. But yeah, you can say dandelion, but the pronunciation of my last name is Danilon. Danilon. Danilon is the way you were saying in your head. It's all good. It's all good. It was fun. The thing is, Glenn, you have to remember, it was such a great time working on the show. It was probably some of the best times I've ever had as employment. But you have to think, it's still a job though. So I still had long hours, had to wake up in the morning, at 8, depending on where I was living, because I've lived in multiple different parts of the city working on the show. And it's still a grind, we didn't it was very, very awesome working on the show. It didn't feel like work all the time, but sometimes things got really busy and hectic, and you got to think it's literally employment. So it's not like not every day is fun. I'm trying to say it's work, and you have to do it every day, and I did it for 6 seasons. So mind you, it was the best job I've ever had, but it was tough sometimes, because I also had to learn how to do the VR. I mean, I had a background knowledge, but it was definitely a learning curve, and I'm always trying to add things to the technology. So yeah, let's let's go back to like it's true. It's a job, but it was definitely fulfilling. It's also fulfilling when you see the end product and how great it is, and how everyone's reaction to it, and the fan base too. Like that, like working on the Expanse was probably one of the only times where I've worked on a show and I was like, guys, you have to see this show because it's just really good. Yeah, it's such a great cosplay. One thing I noticed too is I think she did some makeup to make her jaw look a bit more like Drummer, like a bit sharper, I would say. Very well done though. Like great stuff. Here we have a Tycho dock worker, it looks like. Very cool. Oh, nice. Hey Doc, it's me, Marty. Oh, that's funny. Moving on. We have some more. Oh, that is cool. That is really cool. We have one of those security workers. Yeah, I hope there is more work in the future, but who knows? They pretty much like wrapped it up on like this. They said this was the last season, so I don't know what the future has in store. I'm hoping for the best. The more people who watch the show is going to be better. Can't stop the work. I hope they'll do more in the future, but you know, the film industry can be so fickle sometimes. Who knows what's going to happen? Eating like the proto molecule, that is so cool. Yeah, and I was gonna say too, if I write a novel calling it Danilon Sky, that's hilarious. Maybe this might be a good transition to talk about something I am working on. So I'm not working on a novel, but I am working on a game. Boop. Here's going to be a little plug for the game. I've been working on this game for a really long time, about 4 years now. It's called the Indigo Parallel, and some people on the channel ask how they can help me out. Of course, watching my videos and hanging around on the channel is always really great, but also a really good way to help me out too is checking out my game and adding it to your wish list if it's something that you are interested in. I've worked very, very, very hard on this game. You guys know that I use Unity for a lot of things, and this game is also developed in Unity as well. I recently came out with a trailer, and this trailer is more of a just a first look teaser cinematic thing. I will be having more gameplay orientated trailer coming soon, very soon, and maybe even a demo as well. It's all stuff that's in the work, but I pour a lot of hours into this game. Like, I work on it every single day, and if you guys were to add it to your wish list and just take a look at the Steam store page, I have a link in the description. I will also post it in the chat. So if you guys want to check out my game, The Indigo Parallel, that will help me out immensely. As a solo developer, it's a real grind, but it's super fulfilling. And I'll be doing some more talking about it in the future. So there's still more to discover. Also, if you see this, there is some spaceship action as well. So it's not a spaceship orientated game, but you know, if you choose some certain paths, you'll end up on a spaceship. So definitely have some Expanse influence there. But yeah, thanks for listening to my Expanse, not Expanse plug, my game plug. And now we'll go back into the Expanse cosplay. Boop. So yeah, this is sorry guys, like I really need to plug my game sometimes when I can. Yes, some people, Hector, some people get into the show and then don't really like it, doesn't really stick with them, and then later they come back to it. I've heard that before for sure. Oh, here's some more of the proto-molecule Julie Mao. Very, very cool. Oh, awesome. I love the beard. So this guy he did two. One of them was that the security guards on or the private security on Eros, and this looks like a Tycho dock worker. Oh, parabolic curve. Thank you very much for adding it to your wish list. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. So yeah, we have Tycho dock worker. Really sweet, really sweet. Moving on. Oh, someone was saying there was no Miller cosplay. Well, bam. There's one right here. Really great. Got some proto-molecule lights going on. Very, very awesome. Oh, and this is so good. What an amazing cosplay. It's so accurate, and I love the mask as well. Very, very good job. Christina, you did a great job with your Naomi cosplay. The neck tattoo is great. It's really, really great. Moving on. And we have, I believe, a Holden cosplay. See, it's okay to do some gender bending or gender flipping cosplay. So if you're a guy and you want to do drummer, I think you should do it. Wicked stuff. I love the pistol. It's very accurate. All the stuff that you guys create for these cosplays are very impressive. As someone who works on the show, it is very impressive. Alrighty, now we have. It looks like a doggy cosplay with some. Oh, he's the robot. Oh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love this. Very nice. That is very, very nice. Wicked stuff. Wicked stuff. And then here we have a belter in a vac suit. It's a great job. I really like the flashlights in the front. Are really good. Oh, and also the console tablet wrist unit thing here is really dope as well. Love it. Such a great job here. This is like a little tank on the back. Oh, it has Savage Industries as well. So cool. Nice. Yeah, we've seen this one before. She won Best Earther. James has three mommies and 4 daddies. Oh, really cool too. Here's and this is the thing too, when you do your own cosplay, like you always add your little uniqueness to it. So this person has like, looks almost like an anime sticker on it, Aero Station sticker. Wicked helmet design. Such great work, seriously. Yeah, here we have Avasarella. We have the guy who won best Martian as well. Oh, nice. This kind of looks like, oh, it's a Belter cosplay on Illis. Very nice. Hector, what's you say you're reading the books now. What's your language? Is it Espanol? Or is it something else? So you're reading your English skills seem pretty good though, like from what all the stuff you're writing in the chat. Great job. Yeah, so this would be a Belter on Illis costume. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, yo puedo hablar un poquito de español. Yo soy medio mexicano, medio italiano. Y mi mamá es mexicana. So puedo hablar español. I can speak a little bit of Spanish. I've been to Spain multiple times. Barcelona, I've been to... Oh, I'm actually wearing... Can you... hold on. I might need to turn on some light. Dude, I'm wearing a Malaga jersey. You see that? I've been to Malaga before, and I picked up a jersey. I didn't get to check out a game, though. Like a soccer game. Look. Check it out. So yeah, I bought this when I was in Malaga. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to start winding down just a little bit. This live stream's gone 1 hour, and yeah, Malaga is very beautiful. I'm gonna say that this live stream's gone long enough. So if you guys want to say anything, hang out. Probably in about 3 minutes, I'll be winding down, but we can look at more cosplay stuff while we're here. We have the this is Rocinante jacket. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know when I'll be doing another live stream again. I'm gonna... Oh, that's awesome. It's really awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna be really busy doing stuff. So yeah, you missed the Dune talk. I talked about it earlier in the stream, but the good thing is you can always look back and watch it. So it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, guys, it was awesome having this live stream, and you know, I don't know when I'll be doing the next one. Oh, this someone made a little like tent out of the made a tent into the Razorback, which is really cool. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to be wrapping it up, and I just want to thank you so much for checking out this live stream. It was so much fun going on the Roci, you know, exterior of the ship, checking out some of the cosplays, and yeah, just generally chatting the Expanse. Yeah, Dune is such a great film that I saw recently. It was good, super good. All right, guys, so thank you so much for checking out the stream. Please check out some of the other stuff on my channel. I post quite a bit of Expanse content, and if you would be so kind to also check out the Indigo Parallel on Steam, a game I've been working on for a very long time, that would be much appreciated as well. So bye, guys. I hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun. It was so great. It was nice seeing all you guys in the chat, and peace out until the next one. And I have another video coming out soon, probably this week, and I think you guys will like it. So later.